Hello everyone, welcome to this channel, Asixoxeni with Usiziba. Let's talk with Usiziba. My name is Tabo Siziba, and I look forward to having a great conversation with you today. If you haven't already done so, please hit the follow button, hit the like button. Let's have fun. I find great interest in this subject of relocating back home. Why? Because I've been in the diaspora myself for many years, over 2 decades. I've been in the diaspora for over 25 years. And I can tell you that in my 25 years or so of being in the diaspora, there's never been a time when I've never felt homesick. Maybe in the beginning, the first couple of years when I lived abroad, I, at some point, somehow got myself to the point of fooling myself to think that I belong. But I was quickly reminded by the local society or community with the most common diaspora question of where do you come from? I was quickly reminded that I am not really indigenous in that foreign country or in that foreign land. So very quickly, they would always remind me with the question, where do you come from? I'm going to move away a bit from that. How many are you out there? Ngubani out there? Who is out there with me right now? Who feels ukuthi, you know what, one day I just want to go back home. You wake up every day and you're thinking, one day I just want to go back home. And it feels so distant. You just don't know what to do. You just feel like one day you just want to go back home. You know, abazali bethu kudala kumbe ngithi okhulu bethu kudala babesithi xa besiya emsebenzini basebenze bethi nxa besiya emsebenzini bazikhuthaze ngokuthi ngifuna ukusebenza kakhulu ukwenzela ukuthi ngingaretire ngibese ngihlala phansi ngihlale kuhle. Thina kathesi abantu abaningi abaku-diaspora, we work very, very hard. And our dream is that one day when I retire, I can retire by going back home. How many of those people, you know, end up with that as a reality? Going back home, relocating home. And yet the bigger question is, for those that end up not being able to retire by going back home or to relocate home, what are the reasons? What demoralizes or demotivates them? Kuyini okwenza ukuthi bangakhuthazeki kumbe bengenelisi kumbe besabe ukuthi baye ekhaya? Yes, I'm with you. There is the political confusion there, the corruption, the unstable economy, the unstable environment as far as politics is concerned. Namhla ipondi yavuka 1,000 to 1, sasiyavuka billion to 20. Awukwazi ukuthi imali yakho kahle kahle, and then what? So these are some of the reasons. The insecurity ezenza ukuthi abantu besabe ukubuyela ekhaya. But is that really enough to stop you from going home? How come there are people still today, no matter how difficult the situation can be, abaphila ekhaya, people who are still living the life at home? What have they done? What do they do? And here, please, I know abanengi bazathi, well, you know, those are people who are connected to, you know, the government. Those are people who are connected to the right political party and so forth. No, bakhona abantu ekhaya right now abaphilayo. people who have retired well and are living well in Zimbabwe. Some of the reasons that make it attractive in Zimbabwe when one retires, especially from the diaspora, are the low cost of living. Especially susebenza iminyaka eminingi ku-diaspora, wabeka kuhle izimali zakho, wathenga kuhle ama-assets akho. If you have saved your money, invested well, saved your money well, you can retire comfortably in Zimbabwe without being bothered by what any corruption or any government, whichever it is, does there. That I can pretty much vouch for it. Now, Lapa, what I really want to dwell a little bit into, because I'm not going to be long on this video, is what is it that people fear so much, or where is it that people miss it when they plan the idea of relocating from whatever country you are in, going back to Zimbabwe? I can tell you that as somebody that went and lived in Zimbabwe, or that has gone back and lived in Zimbabwe, now I call myself a transnational retiree, a person that lives as long a period, so many months outside the country and so many months within the country within the same year, a transnational retiree. The advantages that many of us don't seem to take advantage of, the advantage of dual citizenship. One of the challenges, and when I went to Abane, one of the challenges that many of our people forget, that many of our people have, is the issue of forgetting the importance of holding a dual citizenship. A dual citizenship gives you the privilege, you don't have to retire and go and stay at home and prove that you can resist the bond, or you can resist the RTG's crazy ups and downs. You can actually retire and go back home and sit and enjoy yourself on vacation mode for 6 months, and do the same by going back for 6 months or 3 months or 4 months or 5 months, whether it is in the UK or whether it is in South Africa or whether it is in Botswana. The issue is, what have you set yourself up with to ensure that you can actually do that type of snowbirding lifestyle? Abantu abaningi, they think, making it in life is about being able or willing to one day prove that you can actually go and live and stay in Zimbabwe, forever and ever. I have come to believe, in the contrary, that is not necessarily the case. I have children, I have grandchildren abroad. Why should I destine myself to go and live and forever live in Zimbabwe, when I can go to Zimbabwe and enjoy myself for 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, go back to the United Kingdom or to America and enjoy myself with my grandchildren for 4 months, 5 months, 6 months? I can interchange my life, my lifestyle, my residencies between those two countries and those two continents without worrying about proving which country I should or have or must live in perpetually. So that's all I wanted to say today. Next video ngizafuna ukuthi ke sixoxe ngezizathu ezinye eziqhakathekisa ukuthi kube yi-advantage I want us to talk about some advantages of being transnational, being a transnational retiree or a transnational citizen or a dual citizen, whichever you say, or whichever way you want to put it. Let's talk about the advantages, whether it is, healthcare, which you are enjoying abroad or in South Africa or in any other country, versus the low cost of living that you could be enjoying in Zimbabwe while you get a passive income coming from another country or from within Zimbabwe itself, if you have already set yourself up well. Thank you so much. It's been a great talk, and please, I'd love to hear from all of you that are watching now. Hit the follow button, hit the likes. Most of all, I want to hear your comments. I want to hear what you have to say about relocating to Zimbabwe. For you, is it a reality or is it just a dream? Why is it just a dream if it is? How does it become a reality if indeed it is a reality? And let's not limit our thought process just on the matter of the political implications. But let's broaden our thinking with regard to this subject, and I would love to hear what many of you have to say about it. Thank you so much. Let's meet again very shortly.